What up YouTube, I'm back. So it was a good episode, even though it wasn't my favorite because the last three episodes were really good, in my opinion. It was the weakest of the three for me, but it was still really good. So let's get right to it. So we learned who this guy is. We already know that he was one of the Integrity Knight, but we didn't know his name and where he was ranked right now. His name is Renly, and he's the Integrity Knight 27 or something like that. So that was quite interesting. He's a scaredy cat because of something that happened in his backstory that we're gonna talk about a little bit later in the review. But yeah, he was a scaredy cat. He was hiding from the battle, which is kind of interesting because he's an integrity knight, so you wouldn't think that an integrity knight would be scared of fighting the enemy because of how strong they are. There was a flashback with Quinella which I really liked because Quinella as a villain was great in my opinion, but she was basically saying to Renly that he was broken because of how he was acting. So they kind of did what they did to Berkuli in the last season where he turned into ice. So I think that's what happened to Renly, and then I guess Berkuli and the other Integrity Knight free him to battle against the Dark Forces. We also got a backstory of why Renly is so scared, why he's a scaredy cat, and the reason why he's like that is because in his past he was training with his best friend and he killed him by accident. So that's kind of crazy in my opinion. You're training first of all with real sword and then you kill your best friend. That's effed up, man. That's crazy, but that's what happened, and that's why right now, before the end of the episode, that's why he was such a scaredy cat, I guess. And I guess it's a pretty good reason. You killed your best friend by fighting with a sword. That's messed up, but I understand him. Obviously, Yu-Gi-Oh's and Kirito's apprentice found him when he was hiding, and they're supposed to protect Kirito, but I don't think they can, because of how weak they really are. They're just apprentice, first of all, and second of all, the enemy is the Dark Forces, so they have no chance of beating a goblin or something like that. So I don't know how serious I take them at protecting Kirito, but we'll see maybe in a future episode the future of the series, because right now I don't really trust him like that to protect Kirito. So like I said, I don't think they're strong enough to protect Kirito, because moments later we saw a goblin arrive and find Kirito, them two and Renly, and they were scared as hell. They wouldn't have been able to protect Kirito, but because of how Kirito was reacting, even though he isn't able really to do anything, Renly saw it, and then he finally got out of his head and killed the goblin, so I thought that was a pretty cool moment. He was kind of inspired by Kirito because Kirito wanted to do something but he couldn't, so Renly saw it and then did something by himself, so I thought that was pretty cool. After that, we saw one of the captain of the goblins. I thought that his design was really cool. One of the things that I really like about this arc so far, the villains, the captains of the dark territories, I really like their design. So hopefully we'll see more of them. But yeah, Renly was able to defeat the captain of the goblins by using recollection, and he basically has a boomerang blade, which is kind of cool. He has two of them, and then when he used recollection, it fused together. It looked like a demon wind shuriken that we see in Naruto. So that was kind of cool, and that's how he defeated the captain of the goblins. And the way that they showed it, by cutting him in half and going right past Renly, was kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie. Now, we saw those two in action, which was, I think, pretty nice because we haven't seen them a lot since War of Underworld started, but they were killing it. They basically defeated the goblins by themselves, which is awesome, but hopefully we'll see them more in the next few episodes. But anyway, I just want to say, and I think I've said it before, but her design, man, one of the captains of the Dark Forces, I don't remember her name, but her design is amazing, man. I think she's my favorite villain. The design is my favorite in the show right now. She's just awesome, man. I really like it. I don't know why, but yeah, man, she used some of her minions to attack, obviously, the Integrity Knight and the human forces, and we saw what happened, man. It was kind of easy to beat, even she was surprised that that happened. And I think there was like 800 of her minions that she deployed, and just like that, in a few seconds, they were destroyed by none other than Berkuli. I can't wait to see more of Berkuli because we haven't seen him at full power yet. We know that he fought Yu-Gi-Oh, but I don't think he was going all out, so I can't wait to see more of Berkuli because he defeated 800 of her minions like that. So it's going to be interesting to see how strong he can get and how he'll go against the strongest members of the Dark Forces, because that's gonna be an awesome fight. Every fight that he's gonna be in is gonna be awesome, so I can't wait for that. Then she also sent some of her forces, the mages, and it didn't end well because of what Alice did. So I don't exactly know and understand what Alice did, but at the end of last week's episode, she was absorbing all the souls from the goblins, the humans, and all of them, and she was kind of, collecting it and use it as a weapon, I guess. In this week's episode, she kind of fused it with her own attack and used it as a power boost, I guess, and that's how she defeated all of the mages by one hit. That's kind of crazy to think about, but she killed all of them with one hit, and I don't think that she wanted to do that. She don't like violence like that, so the look in her eyes, in her face, told us that she didn't really wanted to do that. But that was a crazy ass attack, man. The Integrity Knight are even stronger than I thought they were, in the first half of the other season. So that's kind of crazy. But yeah, man, it was a pretty good episode, and I can't wait for what's coming next. I think I've said it before, but I don't remember exactly. But the ending for this anime right now, the War of Underworld, is amazing. The ending with Alice, I think, is the best ending of the Sword Art Online series. I may be tripping, but it's really, really good. Anyhow, let me know what you thought about this week's episode in the comments down below. Let me know what you think is going to happen next. Like I said, I can't wait for next week's episode. It's going to be awesome once again. I do Sword Art Online, Alicization, War of Underworld reviews every Saturday, so subscribe for that. But I also do other anime related things like Black Clover reviews on Tuesdays. I didn't do the last 2 episodes, so I hope I'm going to be back for the next one. I usually do Dr. Stone reviews, but I didn't do the last one, so I'll be back next week. And like I said, Boku no Hero Academia Season 4 reviews on Saturdays, Sword Art Online reviews at noon, and then later that day I do One Piece reviews, and then on Sundays I do Boruto Naruto Next Generation reviews, so stay tuned for all of that. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Anime Specialist, and like, comment, subscribe. It would help my channel a lot, man. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Anime Specialist out. Peace.